All right, guys, back here at the house this time with, is it Uncle
Jay?
Uncle Jay.
Uncle Jay with my little trading card garage. We are running Super 17. Gonna try to make it short and sweet. When you attack, you discard an android, draw 2. Pretty good. You awaken at 6 with Unison, draw 1, untap 1. And then on the awakened side, he can kind of do some cool little shenanigans. Activate main, you can put an android 17 that's in your drop or Hellfighter under a Super 17. Kind of just helps add on to his auto whenever you attack, draw a card, and you get plus 2k for each battle card under battle cards. And then you have an activate battle spirit boost. Whenever you spirit boost -1, you can discard 3 of your android cards from under a Super 17 and rest a Unison and a battle card. When you do that, your Unison Spear Boost procs, and you pretty much can kill anything that's in rest mode, ignoring barrier, and just KO it. So it's really nice. So we're going to get into the deck profile with good old the chain. So we run 4 of the 1-drop Android 17s and Hellfighter 17s, along with 3 of the Mechanical Charity that kind of just searches. Works pretty good. With this, you Union Absorb the other that is in drop to play the 3-drop. We only run 3 because he's easily searchable, and if you put him in the drop, you're always going to find him. You kind of want all 3 of these in your starting hand, so you kind of keep this one since it's got barrier just to be safe. Play him, you discard these 2 for his effect. Look at top 7, you get to find 2 android cards, and then you can Union Absorb pretty easily without wasting another card from your hand, and you can play him. When you play him, you draw 1, and then it keeps you ready to continue to go up into the chain with your 5-drop. Your 5-drop, you evolve over the 3-drop for 1. You eat a card that is in rest mode that is a 4 or less, and then you draw 1. You can draw 1 even if you don't eat the card. It's pretty cool. Dual attack, and then whenever he leaves the battlefield because of a skill or KO. Now, when this card is KO'd by an opponent's skill, play up to 1 mono yellow. So that works for, that's a very niche interaction. And then you have the final part of the chain, which is the 8-drop. EX Evolve over the 5-drop for 2. It's got Deflect, Triple Strike, and then you can Spirit Boost. When you, no, you don't Spirit Boost. You activate, it's an activate main once per turn where you take 3 cards under it and put it to the drop area, and when you do, you get to restand your leader and him, and then you get to swing again. And then you get a, you get plus 1k for the energy total of the cards that you put in the drop area. So, like, he gets beefy. He does get very beefy. And that concludes the chain.
So what do you think about the chain? What is like the goal on turn by turn basis? When should you have the chain established?
It's really a matter of if you're not ready to really pressure your opponent, or if you're not trying to really clear their board, you kind of just want to stick with him because he's got barrier, and once you get into your 5-drop, he has Deflect, so like sure he can't get counterplayed, but then he just gets warped easy. Like everything just that doesn't ignore barrier just kind of eats him. He can get a Change of Hearted, Heroine's Lineage, that whole thing really easily, and then it just kind of disrupts your entire chain. So if you keep him here and you can hold on to him, whenever you're ready, you kind of just go in, start cleaning board, and then if you can, you kind of just, if you're able to, you immediately go into him after swinging once, restand, go into him for 2. If you can wait until turn 4, like definitely now that the meta is so like late game based, late game oriented, if you have 4 energy and you just use 3 to continue the chain, it's really not super, like it's still really good because you're getting 1 attack plus another attack that has triple strike, and then because you're going to have everything under it, you're going to get another triple attack strike with 2 leader swings. you're hitting a lot and you're hitting very fast. So definitely, when your opponent's at 3 life, you kind of just keep eating at them until they lose all the cards in their hand. Or you just play it and then try to bait stuff out. And then the secret rare we're running the A-drop Super Karen. She's cool. He's cool. They're cool. All the nouns and pronouns. But yeah, they're really cool. Good card. Fun. Deflect.
It's Bloodlust that steals a card.
Right, it's a Bloodlust, and it just eats a card, puts it right under it, and it's got crit. So it's super cool. Really good. I just love it. I think it's like one of the most beautiful SCRs in the game. And then our super combos, we run 2 of the Android 17 super combo and 2 of the Krillins. I go back and forth between the Android 17s and the Zamasus, which I would still side them in the case that...
If you could,
side them. Just, like, do that.
Yeah. So in certain format change, you might switch it up.
Right. So, like, you kind of, whichever you want to do, run it that way. And then... And then we run just a little, like another little boss that you can kind of sub in. I would run 2, but like he's so Unison reliant that it just makes it really hard because you have to have a Unison out or you can't utilize his activate main pay 3. So if you don't have a Unison out, which people will try to kill your Unison, it's just not worth it. So kind of...
He's pretty good though.
He is good. He's really strong. I mean, he turns off autos. Not autos. He turns off battle cards effects, so you can't. So if they use a super combo that doesn't give a natural 10k, they just don't get the 10k. And then 1 Swift Retaliation Cooler, good counter. Most people know what it does. 3 Vegeta Prideful Transformation, good counterplay, free with Unison. Bergamo, we run 4 Power of the Super Saiyan, so this card is kind of just like, it's going to be pretty active, going to activate pretty easily.
If you see that card, and that card is just like a turn stopper.
Yeah, you just pretty much go, no, and they go, okay. And then for the Unisons, we run 4 of the Dr. Gero and Mew, and then we run 1 Gogeta, just because our leader is reliant on that turn to awaken, go into 6, stuff like that. We really want to see a Unison, and sometimes we just don't see it. So we need that.
They're very similar.
Yeah, they're similar. They filter. You know, draw 1, discard 1, discard 2, draw 2. It's similar. One of the things that helps with this deck a lot, the real like quote unquote spice, is the Black Mass Saiyan. What he does is when you go to that 6, you can do that, or you can swing, take a life, put you to 5, Spirit Boost, activate Dr. Gero's Spirit Boost effect, which, as I was talking about earlier, it allows you to just KO a card in rest mode. And then it puts you to 5, which then leaves these active. Puts your Phrase Army Reinforcements active, along with, just your Phrase Army Reinforcements become
You really
active.
do get to 4 life.
Yeah, and then you can get to 4, and then that allows your super combos to go off, and that's just, you're able to do that kind of all by yourself. So
if your opponent's trying to stall you.
Yeah, if your opponent's trying to stall you or starve you, it's just super easy to kind of do it yourself, which is what I do enjoy about this deck a lot. And then to kind of finish off with like the miscellaneous, like one-ofs and little techs, we got 2 Final Flashes, a Giant Ball, Time Magic, an Awakened Attack, a Hidden Power East Kai, and a Poutine.
Some generic good cards.
Yeah, just generic good cards.
Other than the Android 17 card.
Yeah, with the Awakened Attack, so what I like about this card is that the plus 2k comes in like good like really handy, because if you have a full chain, you have 5 or 6 cards under, and so you're getting a 12K combo. Definitely if you've been using the Activate main of putting an Android under. So you're getting that along with, definitely for your leader, you get a plus 2K for each battle card undercards, and then you get another plus 2K for each battle card undercards, along with double strike if there's 3 or more, which usually all you need is...
It's like extra Kai for your leader.
Yeah, it's just an extra Kai, and it's better with your leader just because of the added 2Ks that you get, but it's also useful for anything because it's for battle cards as well. But that's good. And then Poutine is just Poutine. Some people hate it, you know. Ban Poutine. Whatever.
Card's really good, but it's bad against certain matchups.
And then, real quick, other cards that you could think about like putting into the deck would be like Release from Evil, since we've got the Unisons. If you're feeling like your counterplays, you need more, or you're not drawing enough for your counterplays, there's the Opening the Gates of Hell, but you could just side in more Giant Ball if that's the case. Nimbus, just because it's Nimbus, it's a floodgate. If needed, you need it. If not, you don't. And then the Chi-Chis, you know, just the blue silver bullets, or just the silver bullets in general. And then, like I said, if you're feeling different super combos, the Zamasu super combo would also work. But yeah, that is Super 17.
Yeah, my boy's a big Super 17 fan. Ik Hellfighter fan is 17. So
if you like 17, like I like 17, you should totally build this deck. It's fun, it works, and definitely now that the format is a lot slower, it's going to be just a lot better for this deck. You have good matchups against, like, your yellow matchups are fine. I mean, yellow versus yellow kind of just blows usually anyway. Your red matchups are good, your green matchups are good, your black matchups are pretty good. The only matchups that are like really difficult is like your blue yellow, just because they can do what you do but kind of better. So it's kind of just, you think about it that way, but outside of that, it's fun. It's a fun deck. You draw a lot.
they're probably going to keep adding support to it over time.
Definitely, I would say it's definitely a tier 2, like tier 1, but like low tier 1. Just depends on what you run into. And I mean, I think that's, you know, similar with every deck that we play. You know, it's kind of just like, we're going to run into a counter and we're going to run into something that like doesn't work. But it's fun. Keep playing. Have fun.
See you guys in the next video.
With Super 17.